Most of that act was giveaways to green energy special interests, as you know. And here's one example that we have for you today. Biden's EPA gave tens of millions of dollars to a far-left climate activist group that openly glorifies Hamas. Republicans showing more cash, revealing the EPA awarded a $50 million grant to a nonprofit called Climate Justice Alliance. And here's what that group has been doing with our $50 million.
This, at the bottom, is a picture of the bulldozer that went through the fence when Hamas attacked Israel on October the 7th. They have a rendering on their website. It says Decolonize Palestine, and it has a picture of that same bulldozer going through that fence. If you dig deeper, they want to defund the police, defund the military, either them or their affiliates.
So instead of bagging and deporting these awful people, we just gave them $50 million. How much money did you get from the Inflation Reduction Act, by the way? On the website, this Climate Justice Alliance highlights its Free Palestine actions as one of its 3 featured projects. States a free Palestine is also climate justice, a climate justice issue, and the path to climate justice travels through a free Palestine. Your government gave these people $50 million, and they told you it was to reduce inflation. If you don't hate the government yet, just keep watching the show. Next up, Biden continues to defy the Supreme Court after it struck down his student debt relief plan. Today, the administration announcing he's canceling an additional $7.7 billion, just unilaterally spending almost $8 billion today, Joe Biden did. Student loans for 160,000 people, just buying votes, and insulting and demoralizing anyone in this country who has massive debt outside of the student loan, by the way, which right now I think a lot of people really do. The total of Biden's student debt forgiveness is $167 billion for 4.75 million different people. His mouthpiece trying to justify it today.
And we're talking about folks who are in debt who are literally being crushed because they took financially. Okay, is that okay with you?
You know how many people are being crushed right now in this country financially? Personal household debt has never been high. And they're just forgiving only student loans. Think about how many people whose mortgages they have to refinance because they were on interest only. Now they have to go to 8%, and the cost of their house is about to double or triple. Don't care about them. Only if you have a student loan. Because you know what? They know that most of the people are going to vote for them before. Next up, former FBI Director James Comey with the best endorsement yet of Donald Trump.
When you think about a second Trump administration, what do you think the implications would be for the FBI?
Oh, serious. For the Justice Department and the FBI, because Trump is coming for those institutions. He's going to put people in positions in those organizations, people who will want to do his will, and that should worry every American. I don't care how you feel about Joe Biden, you must vote for him because the consequences on the other side are too severe.
Just vote Trump on your forehead. And finally, Trump hater Cenk Uygur, I think that's how you say his name, with a social media warning. Trump is going to win. Buckle up. Brace for impact. What's the impact exactly? Fewer wars, a border, a smaller government, less race baiting? I think we're ready, Cenk. All right, Trump heads to the Bronx to terrorize the bartender. That's next.
Game changer.
Borough of New York City. More than half are Latino. A recent YouGov poll shows nearly 40% Hispanic Americans say they plan on voting for Donald Trump. These are the numbers.
Oh my God.
AOC, of course, is furious that Trump has the audacity to go into the borough of New York City that she pretends she's from.
By the way, he's doing it in the South Bronx, not to make a point, but because he's got court, and the man practically has a legal version of an ankle bracelet around him, and he can't leave the 5 boroughs because he always has to be in court. And so it is truly an embarrassment to him, and I am looking forward to the response of everyday Bronxites talking about how they feel about him coming to their life. What do you think?
AOC. The prime example of when you have more confidence in brain cells. That's AOC. Maybe try talking to the voters that you're now too cool to be seen with AOC, another celebrity politician who likes to go to the Met Gala and all the fancy places. Refusing to debate her primary challenger, the girl from Westchester who pretends to be Hood. The girl who lives in D.C. and shows one of just a few apartment buildings that doesn't allow those low-income residents. Look out, bartender. Orange Man cometh into the Bronx. We will cover it all live here on Newsmax. Going to get started sometime after 6 o'clock. It'll probably pour into this show tomorrow night, and we will see you then. Eric Bowling is up next.
Okay, now, this is something that we really need to elevate. This story can scare the bejesus out of every single American. Yesterday we learned, through a Freedom of Information Act request, by the way, that the FBI was authorized to use deadly force. Deadly freaking force, folks. Armed FBI agents were prepared to confront President Trump, and even he gave...
To be independent in my own place, but they gave me hope.
Yeah.
Visiting local business.
Yeah, there's only one problem. Trump go...
Okay, but I guess the long out of this time. Yeah, okay.
They're probably thinking, well, what...
This feels like a chip.
I think that's okay.
Here she is in Philly yesterday at a cheesesteak joint. The word of the day is community.
Our small business leaders are give to the community and I am hungry. Okay, so I will have one cheesesteak. You can do provolone. I think that's okay, right? I get to walk out with respect. Yeah, okay.
They're probably thinking, well, what community is she talking about? She said, I hope I have the respect when I leave after ordering this. Is she sure she had their respect to begin with? It's always awkward. She never really connects. Trump's magic is he can interact with anybody. He goes to them and he draws the best out of them, and it's fun.
I'm gonna say Trump's fun.
It's fun.
He's fun to watch, and even if you don't agree with him, you're like, okay, I want to watch
Yeah,
that.
it's a good time.
All right, Raymond, great to see you in studio. That's it for us tonight. Make sure to follow me on Instagram, Facebook, and all the rest, or whatever they're calling it. It's America Now.
Welcome to Jesse Waters Prime Time tonight.
He's got court, and the man practically has the legal version of an ankle bracelet around him, and he can't leave the 5 boroughs.
I don't care how you feel about Joe Biden, you must vote for him.
Progressive power and the revenge of the normies.
We have to win more! We're gonna win more!
We are going to celebrate. We're going to party. The DA drinking Grey Goose, in case anybody wonders.
Fannie Willis keeps dancing, but the music's about to stop.
I could probably smoke more Parmesan cheese than anyone that you know, I'm sure.
Hunter Biden, IRS whistleblowers, and the CIA. Plus,
I'm not playing with you, New York. I'm gonna give you this love. It's a love rampage.
Stacy, they think it's her ovary.
Are you shitting me?
But
They
they're
took her appendicitis out?
Oh, it was her appendix. Her appendix was definitely inflamed and poisoned or whatever.
Okay.
But she has 2 cysts on her ovaries. And the doctors that diagnosed it with her, they went off duty at 7. So now they've got a new set of doctors in there.
You
And
still got his report written down.
I know. They gave her another shot of Dilaudid and sent her home. She needs to go see her OB.
Sent her home?
They're going to, yeah.
Why?
I don't know, but they gave her a shot of Dilaudid to go home on. And she told me, she said, Daddy, have at least one little piece of Xanax left. I'll give you a tramadol and a morphine pill. I said, I'll ask Daddy. I don't know if he has any left or not. So what do you want to do?
It's up to you.
I'll take the tramadol and morphine. You can have one and I can have the other. How's that? Yes?
Yeah. She owes me.
I know what she owes. Good luck on it, you know?
Why in the world would she need those? She's on the lot.
I don't know. She wants to make sure she sleeps.
Why didn't she ask for something?
That's right. She's not allowed to take any medicine like that from Peter's.
Hear, hear. Normies are revolting, and they want to make America normal again. Former CIA analyst Martin Gurry, one of the good guys, says we're living through a great global battle for power. A clash of classes between the normies, ordinary people who just want to work, get married, and have children, and get on with their lives, and the elites, who wish to change everything. Sex, the climate, our history, your automobile, your diet, even the straws with which you slurp your smoothies. For them, there is no good and evil, no right and wrong, only oppressors and oppressed. Every transaction demands their intervention to protect designated oppressed groups. The elites need total control over the information sphere, because their policies on immigration, gender, and climate, just to mention a few, aren't popular with normies.